That's never stopped you before.
I remember I came to your trailer before this scene and I was like, let me see your outfit. And you showed me and I was like, ooh, you look so good. But in my head, I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to hate you.
Season 5 of The Chi opens with Emmett dreaming of Keisha and Tiffany moving out with EJ.
Jake is unsuccessfully trying out for the basketball team.
And Trig tries to propose to Imani, only to find out she left town after a violent video of him goes viral.
Darnell and Jada are still with their partners, but when he helps install her shower head, things heat up rather quickly.
All right, now, got you all set up.
Handyman.
I adjusted the water pressure in case you ever wanted to attach it. Have a little fun with yourself. That thing will have you screaming in less than 20 seconds.
So Darnell. So Darnell. So Darnell.
Hey, I'm just here for all your handy needs.
Is that all you're available for? Boop. He wasn't ready for that. What?
Take this
He like,
earpiece
what?
out.
Ooh.
I remember getting the
One.
script and reading, wait, what? Huh?
Wait. We can't do this. Look, we with other people.
Man, them kids.
Them kids.
Look, Jada, I feel like you was the one that got away.
You should go. Look at you in your little tight suit.
I know. That was a good tracksuit.
I like the bigger ones.
You don't get me all hot and bothered, then kick my ass out, huh?
It was so funny about this season was like, we don't get the scripts in advance. I didn't know at the end of it what was gonna happen. And it was just like this bet, like, so when Darnell gonna up? And I just was like, I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna get in trouble soon.
Sometime soon. Yeah.
In a shocking twist, Duda returns to town with Q by his side, and Trig contemplates a name change and a run for office.
I told that nigga to leave and never come back.
I like changing my hair.
Yeah.
You know, tapping into my native,
Yep.
my indigenous.
He left you for dead.
As long as we have it on tape, we can hold it over his head as long as we need to.
Joe.
So
good.
Just in
Joe's
case we
brilliant.
need it later. And you know, if you're gonna run for office, you might want to consider a name change.
Victor.
After my first season, which was season 3, me and Lena chopped it up, and I just had this idea that he doesn't want to be Trig anymore. I think he's trying to find his way out of this shell of a man that he no longer fits. And he wants to be a light to his brother and for his family. And he has to let go of this name that has so much pain tied to it. And so I was just telling Lena this, like, this is kind of like, you know, the work that I'm doing, you know, this ain't nothing on page, but this is just the work I'm doing and something I'm just gonna play. And, you know, just throwing it at her, just an idea. And I just thought it was just something that, you know, he doesn't wanna be Trig. And so fast forward, I read the script and
Boom.
I learned his name is Victor.
Birth of Victor.
Which is really cool, right?
That's dope.
The nuance, the growth, and gave me something more to play with.
Fire.
On Christmas Day, love is in the air, not only for Darnell and Jada,
But also for Keisha and Emmett.
Hey!
hey, look at. I was like, where are you getting these clothes from? I love how she's looking at him like, there's Darnell.
Where's your boy?
He's not a boy.
He's 2 years older than him.
They remind me so much of an older version of Keisha and
And
Emmett.
Emmett, yeah.
Look, Daddy, Grandma and Granddaddy under the mistletoe. Now they got a kiss.
They ain't gonna do that.
Oh, they going all in.
Wait. Hey!
Oh my God.
I would be so grossed out if my parents got back together and kissed in front of me. I would throw up in my mouth.
We got kids in here and both of y'all taken.
Not no more.
Yep.
That's crazy after all this time they rekindled their relationship.
It's crazy.
Look at this.
I mean, that's gotta be crazy to see your parents together.
Look at this.
Exactly what you said. Like, you knew the whole time they were gonna get back together. I honestly don't think I thought that. But this scene definitely sets it up for a relationship.
After taking the SATs, Maisha opens up to Gemma about her dreams for the future.
You finished your test?
Nah, I didn't.
Why am I linked up like that?
So what you gonna do?
I don't know.
Some privileged ass shit. If I didn't finish my test, my mom would have whooped my entire ass.
Right, my mama had the same conversation with me.
I need to get an education and get the out her house. She got enough mouths to feed.
Period.
If you could do whatever you wanted, what would it be?
I will rap.
I heard your song on Papa's Pulpit. That was good.
Ain't it though?
You should start doing more freestyles on your page.
And I do.
They'll talk now and be asking for a selfie later.
And they are.
Maybe I'll do one this week.
And I did.
Okay, I'm gonna look out for it.
Be there.
I've had a real conversation with my mama about that scene in particular because she felt the same way when I was going to school. Was like, you know, I don't know what you want to do in real life, but I know that I want this to happen for you. And so we agreed to give it a try. And so shout out Lena, because during that time, I was able to actually do school and experience that. It brought me back to that particular moment right there for sure.
A troubled youth named Bakari, who has made brief appearances in previous seasons, attempts to rob Smokies when Shad intervenes.
How can I help you, my man? How can I get you?
You don't let my money in the right.
Man, I remember being able to be in a scene with Jacob Lattimore and Jason Weaver, and I remember just being excited because now you start to see like my character is being like stretched and like expounded on.
Cool out, cool out, cool out. Put that down. Give me that.
I was just grateful to be in that moment, and me and Uncle Jason had a heavy moment, and just feeding off of him and just his process, and you know, like I got to see like just certain things of how people tap into their emotions on set.
Oh, what you doing for money? Stealing packages from people's doors and pawning what's inside. That's what the for money.
Working with Jason Weaver, man, you seen him in a lot of our black culture. I call him black culture, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because he is.
Bro, why do you give a What?
This ain't nobody do it for me.
Being able to see him flow and to be able to see him be so open at that age still of giving the younger generation knowledge and giving them nuggets on how to be a better actor or just life nuggets or just hearing, I want to know more about Ahmad. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just excited for me and he was excited to see me grow as a character as well. So he just wants to be there for me.
Stayed on my friend's couch, but his mom kicked me out.
Alright. Well. Eat your food, man.
He made me so much more comfortable being on set because this is the first person, other than Shaman, that you see me really have scenes with throughout this season. You know, he was like that positive, like just big brother or Unc. I call him Unc, but like just a male figure in my life that helped me and not only helped shape me as a better actor, but as a better young man. He just like reminded me like, you know, just stay afloat, just keep doing your thing, just keep showing up, being a great person and being who you are. So just also instilling that confidence in Ahmad to just keep going. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite moment from the season, just filming.
That's beautiful.
After sneaking around with Keisha, Emmett decides to come clean to Tiffany. This is so chaotic.
God. This was a good scene, though.
It was a good scene.
Why are we talking at the house?
I wanted to do this in a public place.
The audience was going crazy over this jacket. You remember?
Oh, yes. They really was, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
You want some pop or something?
No.
Anything?
Now, what you gotta tell me?
I think this was an anticipated moment from everybody, too, because it's like, he gotta tell her.
Yeah.
How is she gonna respond?
I hated that he didn't want to tell her. I'm like, that's so...
I mean, he's young, yeah, but he's young and he clearly scared.
Me and Keisha. Want to be together.
As the actor playing Keisha, I'm like, you don't love Keisha enough to be confident to go tell her that you love Keisha?
I think
it's like not enough.
He's trying to protect everybody.
But that's not how it works.
Out of all the bitches in Chicago, you have to go on Keisha.
It's not just sex, Tiff.
It's not how it works, but you know, I understand why he's afraid. Now, why would Keisha not tell Tiff?
So can I.
That's not her place. Y'all were more connected than you and I. That's your child's father, your ex-husband. We didn't actually become close until after you accepted that me and him were having a relationship. And he's the man.
That morning when I left, was that Keisha you was dreaming about?
You. Keisha and Tiff were cool at this time. They were close. And Keisha kept saying, well, are you done with this?
We had this conversation.
Keisha was plotting on Emmett.
Keisha did ask, are you done with him?
Right.
You really over him. Girl, I'm so over that.
She did.
Yes, but it was plotting. It was plotting. And as a friend, if you're her real friend, then it's like maybe y'all should have both came to her.
But we have to look at it like
said,
this. They're friends on like this level, okay? But him and her have a relationship on like this level. So it's like, who's...
But you were just at Tiff's house having drinks with her, asking her about her dating life. I think, no, it was, again, Tiff getting the short end.
I don't know. If I was Tiff, I would have the same argument you have. But since I'm not, I gotta take the blame off myself.
I'll take that though. At least I know I ain't crazy.
What was your audition process like?
So you know I auditioned for the 2015 pilot.
I auditioned for that one too.
Wait a minute, who did you audition for?
I auditioned for Jerica.
You auditioned for Jerica?
Yes, and I was so upset I didn't get it, but then when Keisha came around, I was like, this one I can do.
Oh my God. I did not know you auditioned for Jerica.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, I auditioned for Keisha first.
Oh my gosh, I never knew that.
Yeah. And then they called me back in a couple of weeks later for Tiff. I auditioned for Tiffany maybe 3-4 times.
Did you feel different? Like, did you feel like, okay, I like this one more?
I did like Tiff more, to be honest with you. I really did. Let me tell you, they called me to tell me that I got booked. And I did not get the call, so they left a voicemail. And what happened was my agency, their phone was down at the time. So she called me from her personal line. And girl, I thought it was a bill collector. So I really did. I was like, look, I ain't answering that. And they left a voicemail. Don't nobody leave voicemails, but bill collectors. So I was like, I'm not checking that voicemail. And then she called me days later. She was like, did you get my message? They booked you. And I was like, oh. No, I didn't. And she was like, I left a voicemail. I called you from this number. I was like, oh. And yeah, that's how.
Mind you, there are hundreds of girls waiting by the phone at home, and she's not even answering her phone.
Jake and Gemma find out they're pregnant, and when they decide to keep the baby, Jake tells his brother Victor.
Ace. Everybody done had that room, ain't it?
Yeah, but me.
My mother has a sickness, bro. It don't mean she don't love us.
Really just felt like at an early age, he got used to not having somebody to express his emotions to. So I really felt like it was one, he didn't know how to, and two, he was scared of his reaction, I felt like. Because he was always getting yelled at by Reds for whatever it was, so.
Tell me what? Gemma pregnant. What?
And it be stuff like this, why people be scared to talk.
Correct.
And we already know what we going through is bad. We already know we done made a bad decision. We feel now we need somebody to help us get through it and tell us it's going to be okay.
What you want me to do?
I want you to take care of your responsibilities. Can you do that?
You and the boys do a lot for the culture when we talk about man-to-man convos that need to be had. And I think that's so beautiful the way you deliver these, because there are people in real life who struggle and have these same exact occurrences, but they want somebody to be able to tell their story like this. And you do such an amazing job at it.
Appreciate that.
Even though she's happily living with Rob, Tiffany decides she's gonna seduce Emmett. So mad in this scene.
Everybody was so excited to film this scene. I was like, what's so exciting? But I think just story-wise, it's this moment where you actually see Emmett change. Because this is when you know, he's not the same Emmett.
True.
The old Emmett would have went.
You're the mother of my child. But I don't have feelings for you like that no more.
I don't believe you.
Tiffany is scrambling. She's trying to figure out what's happening, how she's feeling.
It's so much. Y'all have history and children. Y'all were married, then got back together. Then, anybody would scramble.
That's never stopped you before.
I remember I came to your trailer before this scene, and I was like, let me see your outfit. And you showed me, and I was like, ooh, you look so good. But in my head, I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to hate you.
But I'm a changed man now.
I can't believe she did that.
And then to go home to Rob.
You're hurting 3 people.
But she's hurting. Hurt people hurt people.
Good point.
So you can be loyal to Keisha, but not me?
Thinking about the writing, it was time to change him. He can't go 5 seasons being the way he was.
That's why I think they were so excited about this scene, because it was this pivotal moment where you see Emmett change, and then you see in these other layers with Tiff.
Darnell decides he's gonna ask Jada to marry him, but he needs his son's blessings. After some thought, Emmett gives him an answer.
Look what he got on.
Who? Emmett?
No, you.
That's him.
Oh, that's Emmett.
Yeah. Look what I got.
Damn, what's up, boy?
No, you got on her stuff. You got no shame.
Hey, Bob. You have my blessing.
Damn, that was quick. What changed your mind?
I did.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Tiff tried to me last night.
Did you do it?
Hell no.
I'm proud of you, son.
Look at that's so sweet.
You gotta be honest with Keisha so that she know that you changed.
Yeah, do it right.
I love you, Pop. Love you too, son.
Yes.
There was a take where Jacob opened the door and he was like, what? What are you? Oh gosh.
Dude, you are so
and then I had on another one of those silk robes in season 8. I done went through your closet, took your robes. Oh gosh. Hilarious.
After Bakari's actions caused Gemma to lose her baby, he is kicked out of Victor and Jake's home. He moves in with Papa, which leads to a rift between Papa and Jake.
So you hanging with Bakari now? Man, why you even with that?
Straight OB at this.
How's Gemma? How you think?
Come on, you really gonna blame him for what happened?
It's his fault, and he only strapped because he can't fight.
He wanna apologize.
That and you too.
Uh-oh.
You know what? I'm sick of this you, Jake.
He dropped his nuts. He dropped them nuts.
I said you.
If I don't that you're not supposed to that nigga.
I'm a man of Christ and he need a shelter.
Scripture.
What kind of friend is you?
What?
You didn't even tell me Gemma was pregnant.
We ain't know what we was gonna do yet.
Did you tell Kev?
Man, stop acting like a bitch.
Oh.
You and Kev is so wrapped up in your own lives and stupid-ass girlfriends, you ain't got no time for me.
You getting on our ass.
But I'm going through too. I ain't y'all sidekick. You ain't been there for me. Kev ain't been there for me. Nobody.
What about Coop? What about my mom? Oh my God.
But you know who has? Bakari.
I know Shaman was elated for this scene too, because he got to show his range.
Yeah, he killed it that day too.
At a school meeting for EJ, Keisha, Emmett, Tiffany, and Rob all come together. And Tiffany apologizes to Keisha.
Hey, can we talk? I just wanted to say thank you.
I like this. Just the complexities of the relationship, like just, it's all there. Yeah.
And I also owe you an apology. I shouldn't have tried to push up on Emmett. Why did you do it? I think I was jealous.
This was nice.
I'm happy that they were able to rekindle and have this moment. I do wish we could have had a more in-depth conversation, just so we can thoroughly understand each other, like, because I feel like it was so much more happening. And then, you know, the child did bring us together.
Yeah.
We even now? We better be. You forgive me? I guess so.
Do you remember this day in that classroom? We made that video where we were dancing.
Oh my God, yes, I do.
And they was doing all the Chicago stuff. It was
I think
so
that's like
funny.
on everybody's page too.
That video.
Yeah.
It's just so funny to watch us be so serious and look so sad, but know that we were back there dancing and laughing.
Girl, I'm good. That was his last chance, okay? I'm so glad he behaved. Honestly, so am I.
Girl, that would have been a mess.
I do like them coming together for the baby, because that's what's most important, especially with co-parenting.
Yeah.
It's about the child and what they need at the time versus our indifferences.
Hey, we good?
Yeah, we good, bro.
I loved this scene
Right.
too.
We have this long, drawn-out conversation, and they just...
The difference between men
Men,
and
women,
women,
yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
I loved Rob. He was so chill. He
was
was
the
so
perfect-
unbothered.
Yes.
It's like even though that happened, he's still not pressed or bothered or intimidated by Emmett. He's
But
just like,
you needed that because
Yeah.
you were so much.
Mhm.
You needed that balance. And just him as a person, he was a great addition to the cast because he was so Chicago and it just brought like an authentic feel.
I remember feeling like that when he came on set. I was like, oh, he was using Chicago lingo. I was like, oh, another Chicago person.
No, yeah, we needed that.
He was fun to work with too.
Yeah,
Like we would.
he brought a lot of fun to the
Yes.
cast on screen and off screen.
And off screen, yes.
He turned the cast up for sure. We got a lot of memories. Yeah.
Duda decides to take Q out permanently and takes an unknowing Victor along for the ride. This was fun. We were riding under this overpass, which
Yeah.
reminded me of a time where I starred in a Beyonce video, which was Run the World, and it was basically like this, under an underpass. This is cool, man. Look at this shot. Q is still alive. I'm not flinching at the gun. I'm flinching at the fact that he's about to do this and let me look around. That'll tell you who Trig is.
Yep.
Type of scene.
I love this scene.
For office, and you couldn't call nobody else?
Yes, I could have called somebody else. But you're the only person I know that got something to lose.
Ooh, he's so calculated.
Victor. You only get to be who you are in the light because of what I do in the dark.
Yeah, he got me. He got me, gang. He got me. He had me, gang. He got me. You know, twin, he had me. I was stuck. What was I to do?
Yeah,
right?
So good.
You know, Duda, mischievous and you know, 10 steps ahead. Didn't see that coming.
I love that.
As season 5 ends, Darnell and Jada are happily married.
And Victor officially announces his city council run while revealing the truth about his romantic life.
Douda has his hands all over the Chi, employing Bakari to be his eyes and ears on the street, joining Nook and the mob, while also approaching Emmett with an investment opportunity he can't refuse.
Season 6 will certainly bring dangerous new problems to our favorite characters in our favorite city.
That's a wrap on celebrating season 5 of The Chi. Join us here next week for our rewatch of season 6 and subscribe to The Chi YouTube channel and Paramount Plus to keep the memories going.